Yo, what is going on, everybody? Executives here, coming at you with my top 10 favorite spots to PvP in, mostly world PvP in vanilla. So let's hop right into this. My first, probably one of my favorite spots here in vanilla is this place in between the Badlands and Searing Gorge. Now there's this awesome choke point here, which is the only way that the Horde can access from their flight path in Kargath from here, and then they have to go in here down into Blackrock Mountain in order to get to Molten Core, to get to Upper Blackrock Spire. So this place is really good. I've showed numerous clips here of me killing people in this choke point. There's tons of places to hide, like you can hide right here and look around the corner and the Horde can't see you, but you can see the Horde. And it's a very good spot for ganking. It's a good spot for farming HKs, whatever it is. There's also, you know, this choke point extends down here and goes up there. But yes, their flight path is over here in Kargath, and I've showed me doing some Goblin and Sapper charges. I've shown me doing a lot of stuff here. There's their flight master right there. So they land here, and then they have to go in order to go to Molten Core, Blackwing Lair, Upper Blackrock Spire, whatever it is, Blackrock Depths even, they have to go through here. I don't think there's any way they can get to the backside of the Burning Steps unless they were to go like all the way around here, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, one of my other favorite zones for ganking is Dire Maul. There's some great choke points here in Feralis, whatever you want to say. They have to come through this choke point here in order to get into Dire Maul. So it's really good. You can hide behind these two giant pillars here, and you could see Horde or you could see Alliance coming through, and they can't really see you. Same thing, there's pillars all along here, so you can have backup teams in case people get through, which I've seen before. Like if it's not a BG weekend or something, people love to come here to kill you if you're trying to make your way into Dire Maul. There's tons of places here in Dire Maul to gank people. Also, this arena is very cool. This is a good place if you kill the elite or whatever is here. It's a good place to have some duels, some 1v1s. I know that Phoenix hosted their duel tournament in that little fight pit. But yeah, this opens up. And yeah, there's just tons of places to PvP around here, especially outside of a door. If you have somebody like inside ready to get people opening the door or something, or coming right out of Dire Maul, yeah, it's very good. Next, one of my other favorite places is Azshara. Now, this is a fantastic zone for finding Horde, especially when a world boss is up. So in Azshara, the world boss Azurgos spawns here, and there's tons. People want a bunch of loot from Azurgos, whether it's the healing headpiece, whether it's the melee cloth Puissant cape. There's a bunch of good gear that drops from Azurgos, so a lot of people are always here in Azshara. They're scouting out to see if the world boss spawns. Generally, he spawns over here. But yeah, this is a very cool place for world PvP. I've gotten tons of footage here on all my characters. I'm sorry, on my warrior when I was on. You look like there's Azurgos right there, and there's also the shade of Azurgos. I've gotten tons of footage here back on Zeth Kur of just these massive like 100 v 100, 100 Horde versus 100 of Alliance world PvP in this zone, and it looks really cool. It's very open. There's lots of places to hide. And in fact, one of my favorite places in this little zone are these bridges over here. Now this bridge leads to this like little island over here, and it's only accessible from this bridge, and I think there's another bridge down here where my mouse pointer is. But yeah, it's very cool. Azurgos will patrol down here, so you might get some cool world PvP. Plus the zone changes, and there's like some cool architect and stuff, and this zone just looks amazing, has cool music, and I love world PvPing here if there's like massive amounts of people for Azurgos. Next, I've got the Blasted Lands. Now this is a really good spot to world PvP because of a world boss named Kazak. He spawns down here in the Tainted Scar, and there's just always people here. Like I said, it's very similar to Azshara. There's people here questing, there's people here farming mats, whether it's like reputation or whatever it is. There's a bunch of quests to do down here. So I really like this because it has the Dark Portal right here. This is the original Vanilla WoW Dark Portal. Looks pretty cool with the blue, and it looks a little bit smaller than it is if you run through and nothing really happens. But I like this, the Tainted Scar down here. I'll head over here. This is where the world boss Kazak spawns. He drops some really good loot as well. Really very good stuff for shadow priests, for warlocks. I'm pretty sure he drops a decent amount of caster and healing gear. But yeah, this zone is really cool because it's kind of split in half by like these rocky mountains. This is the only place to enter in, so this is a good choke point here for PvP. But if you go down here more, this is where Kazak will actually spawn. Now you can see I have him fighting some guards here because I was doing some tests a long time ago, but this is where Kazak spawns, and I've had some massive world PvP here with some really big Shadow Bolt volleys. I'll see if I could capture a nice Shadow Bolt volley here. But yeah, oh, there's a nice one. Look at that. That's awesome. I'm here in Booty Bay now. This is a very good world PvP spot as well. And it's not actually in Booty Bay, it's on the Booty Bay boat. Now, you can't attack while you're docked at the boat, but if you're starting to leave, or if you're already out at sea, you can attack and nothing will happen. But if you attack while you're docked, these guards will come and permanently net you and most likely kill you. But once the boat leaves the dock, you can start killing people on the boat, and it's super fun. Also, you'll get that map transfer when it says you're going from Eastern Kingdoms to Kalimdor, so that's also like a good sign of, hey, I should probably stop attacking. But yeah, I really like that boat. Also, outside of here, this is a good little choke point if you come, because this is one of the only places to enter Booty Bay. I don't think you can come over these mountains over here unless you come up through the water or something, but you can camp at the graveyard. Oops, sorry for the camera glitch, but the graveyard is right here, and there's people do a lot of questing down here and a lot of questing over here, so you can camp out. STV is always a good place to PvP. Literally the most world PvP you'll ever see will most likely be in Stranglethorn Vale, which is this entire zone here, because I'm pretty sure you level from about level 35 to about 45 in this zone. Correct me if I'm wrong. But there's just so many quests in here. You got Grom Gol here, you got a bunch of quests over here, and then eventually you have Zul'Gurub, and then there's a really cool, there is a very cool choke point outside of ZG that you can abuse too, like this right here. Everyone has to come up these stairs and into ZG and into the raid, and so you can do some AoE down here, and I've had a lot of cool world PvP here as well. Next, I'm here in Duskwood. This is a very good PvP spot for Horde killing Alliance. Basically, the Alliance has a flight path here in Darkshire, as well as a flight path here in Sentinel Hill. So they kind of both meet up at this little path here, and then it's a choke point all the way into STV. So if you're a Horde, this is a good place to gank Alliance. As well as the Twilight Grove here. These are where the 4 world boss dragons will spawn, one of them. I still have a decent amount of footage of me trying to kill the world boss Emrys. Now this is the pathway up into the Twilight Grove. Now it would be one of the 4 emerald dragons, so I think it's Emrys, Yonderus, something, Ysera. So it'd be Lethon, Terrar, Ysandre, and Acerys. I screwed Emrys. I screwed up all those names. But this is the choke point. This is the only entrance to get into here, and it's very small, so it's very good to do AoE here. A lot of cool things happen, especially depending on which world boss it is. They spawn, in my case, I think it was Emrys, so when you die, you spawn a mushroom, and then the mushrooms just spread all the way up here, and it was pretty much impossible to get into the zone. But yeah, it's very cool. It's a cool little zone. Lots of open space for PvP, lots of space to kill the world boss if he is available and alive. But yeah, I really like this zone. It's very pretty. Last zone I'm going to cover is Eastern Plaguelands and Western Plaguelands. Now this is a very good spot for like level 60 world PvP, or like high level, 55 and above world PvP, because everyone comes here to quest. You need reputation For Naxxramas, you need reputation for a bunch of stuff, and there's a lot of quests offered here at Light's Hope Chapel. And so you'll see a lot of Horde here, a lot of Alliance. Now, there's not very many choke points here, since the guards will kill you if you attack people. So there's a decent amount of places you can go. You can gank people in front of Strathholm. You can gank people at questing zones like down here. There's a lot of Scarlet Monastery elites, some cool things down here in Darrowshire as well. But I really like Western Plaguelands and Eastern Plaguelands a lot because they're connected by these small choke points here. Like there's a bridge here, and also like another bridge kind of here. But yeah, I pretty much covered some of my favorite zones. There's tons of zones that you can PvP in. Tanaris, Angoro, Silithus, basically any I'll call them states, but like any zone that you see is really good for PvP. Felwood, Winterspring. But yeah, I might come out with part 2 of this, maybe showing a little bit more specific zones instead of just showing like the generalities. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. I've just been very busy with work and stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Allow me to show you something.